You're watching Chaotic TV.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chaotic TV. We are in Game 4 between Team Acer and MVP. In the top left, we have the blue Zerg for Team Acer. He is Nerchio from Poland.
And his opponent, spawning across from him on Star Station, the red Protoss player. This is MVP Super.
Currently leading the series 3-0. 1-2 against MMA, the wildcard player, and pretty much just kind of stomped him, unfortunately for MMA. Going for a Forge Fast Expand right now. Sukoyo, which means go Su. I'll have to reread that conversation later, figure out what Nerchio's beef was.
A little bit of banter. It may have had to do with the decision to use the ace player in the third match or something. I don't know.
Very possible. Super being Korean,
I don't know the
whether or not he
situation either,
understood that. Yeah, definitely have to look that up later. We have a pool first from Nerchio though. That's not bad. Very quick scout from
Really normal.
Super.
Really normal ZVP stuff.
Gonna steal some minerals and run around and.
I guess you just wanted to make sure there was no 6 pool coming before you went Nexus first instead of Forge first.
No, Nerchio had the chance to drop a hatch.
Didn't have enough get or minerals.
Yeah, and he ended up going for that Overlord since he knew he wasn't going to be able to drop it right away. Nexus is successfully dropped for Super, and the dance of annoyingness is still going down for Nerchio. You know, with all that chatting, he's still doing quite
makes
well.
The drone attack sound.
Yeah, finally gets to drop the hatchery.
Yeah, these openings are so just ingrained in these guys' muscle memories that they can do anything while doing it and not will matter one bit.
Still getting away with those 5 minerals. That's pretty funny. Queen 1 coming out.
He's wandering up there just to make sure there's no hiding pylon behind. For some cannon shenanigans, and quickly into a third hatchery.
Not a bad opening on this map. Again, Star Station is known for having this third be very open, whether you choose it on the left or the right side, and well, essentially the center of your base, of the map, excuse me, but the right side of your base. The third is very easy to concave with and flank, and essentially it's very open to attack. If you were to whittle through all my rambling, that's what I'm saying.
I have a point. I'm gonna make it eventually.
Yeah, it's been 2 games since I started doing the rambling stuff, so I might as well have knocked it out right now.
Third base, very normal response to the fast expand from the Protoss player. We see a, just droning up behind it. Got a couple Zerglings patrolling, looking for pylons. He's got one holding the watchtower, holding another watchtower. He's just pretty much holding all the watchtowers.
Yeah. Do you think
he's gonna be well aware?
Do you think Super is ballsy enough to run and take a fourth? Or excuse me, not a fourth, a third. Some Protoss players will actually do that in response to a Zerg taking a third base, because they know there's no pressure coming out very quickly. There's not going to be a full larva load of Lings coming to do some pressure, and they're like, oh well, you think you're going to have one more base up on me? Let's change that, and the Protoss will take their own third.
Well, the short answer, no. You rambled long enough that we see him putting the Stargate down, so you know it's not going to happen. Couple gases coming in behind it. He's going to get all of his 2 bases saturated, get an army up, and then if he thinks he can attack, he will. If he thinks he won't be able to do any damage with an attack, he might take a third then, but he'll want the tech up to be safe.
There's not any more gateways out yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see a Void Ray coming out of this, and yes, we do. And he'll probably throw in two or three more gateways, or he'll just go Robo, and we'll do an Immortal Void Ray type setup where Void Rays are the air Immortals against whatever roach pressure that Nerchio can do.
Really strong with the Mothership core going across, just to attack the queens and stuff. So his anti-air is going to be completely killed off. It'll force him into either spine, or rather spores, or try to get those lair done. Well, his lair's already on the way, but dropping an instant Hydralisk down.
Nerchio skipping the
And there
Zergling
we see the
speed
spores.
and going for that Carapace upgrade.
Or rather, the spore at the third, anyways. He'll probably get some more behind it. Just knows the third is the first base that will be under attack.
And a third is about to come down for Super.
Yeah, he feels safe now with his two bases oversaturated even, and his tech firmly in place with the robotic spay coming down.
We still see no creep spread from Nerchio. He's not going to have the vision of some of his other Zerg buddies. Especially on a gigantic map like this, you kind of want to spread it in all directions just so you can see flanks and pylons and pretty much anything along.
You may have other plans in store here. Or maybe DDDDD 1 2 3 1 2 3. But
Rotterdam, no! Was Rotterdam casting?
Rotterdam is apparently.
I wanted to watch this stream, but I never was up during that time. And now we have a whole lot of Zerglings without speed, and although Zerg speed's about to kick in. Roach speed has not been started, but we do have the muscular augment
Hydra speed
of the Hydras, yeah.
I'm
gonna have to definitely change this overlay.
Is about done.
I have to change this overlay so I can see what stuff has not been upgraded when I click on a building.
Here we see the Zerglings just poking in. They're gonna get a surround on the sentries here. Oh wow!
Oh, that's a
kind
good
of a big
good set of
mistake by
force
Super.
shields.
They were way too late though.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill off all the sentries and
look
run
at
by
that,
into
a
the
split
base
on
and
the
mineral lines.
on the Zerglings. Mineral walking through the Zerglings as best they can. Both SCVs. Excuse me.
Switching bases
Warhounds,
essentially.
Switching bases, yeah. Trying to kill off this.
Not using. He should be using this Colossus much better for killing these Zerglings. You just kind of walk back and forth for a while, and the Colossus is just dancing. Here we see a bunch more stuff dying in the natural. If he gets that immortal, it's huge. Nope, not quite. 9 kills. He'll let the shields regenerate here.
Only 5
barely
Warhounds killed during that thing. That attack. And the creep spread is just kind of
properly
it's used by the Overlords. Overlords providing a nice creep
still has 3 full mining bases. Super doesn't have his gas mining on the third base. That's a small mistake, but something anyone could easily make.
And he fixes it right as you say that, with a 4th base coming down for Nerchio.
And here we see a couple Colossus. I think Nerchio is going to have to hold off until he gets Corruptors. Being said, he sees them coming on the watchtower and runs away with his Hydralisks. With this Heart of the Storm movement speed upgrade, whereas before they could never be in that position.
Yeah. But Colossi still do as much damage in Heart of the Swarm as they did in Wings of Liberty, and 2 Colossi will take out Hydralisks in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, that movement speed upgrade for Hydralisks was one of the most needed upgrades in this expansion.
Well, it is a Zerg expansion, and the last one was the Brood War was a Zerg game, and Hydras were the biggest unit for Zerg in Brood War. So I felt they needed to give the Zerg a bit of the old days. Ooh, Mutalisks coming in.
A flock of Mutalisks.
Yeah, trying to get that Mothership Core report to put down a time warp, and now we see 2 groups microing back and forth. The Stalkers coming in for the rescue against all those Mutalisks. The Hydra's not doing anything, and now they're running away from the Colossi. We can see that Nerchio having to spread his units far and wide. The Hydralisks look like they're going to go down around and talk to that 3rd base a little bit, or he's just going to bring him back to his brand new 5th base and try to save it. Wow, look at all this coming in. Spore colony just walking around. That's not a word. Spore crawler.
Decision to go for.
Look at the huge flank on those Zerglings.
Or Mutalisks instead of Corruptors.
Hydra's coming in the back, killing off the reinforcements, and then they'll be able to take out the back of this Stalker pack. There is no blink on them, so they won't be getting out of this very quickly.
With the drones being pulled, this will clean up the army. Enough Mutalisks that they can fight these weakened Stalkers, and they should maybe back off from the reinforcements, though.
Yeah, he needs to stop chasing for now until he gets another pack and let them heal a little bit. He's getting closer and closer to that critical number of Mutalisks where they can even attack Stalkers in large numbers.
This is Heart of the Storm, so Mutalisks do have tissue regeneration, so they regenerate much faster. So the damage that they took, as long as it's spread out, a good surround here with some Zerglings and the Mutalisks having their DPS.
That was a good surround, but the Stalkers were able to target enough of the Mutalisks that he took out 4 of them before those Stalkers died, so it wasn't a complete loss for Super. Super, though, in the rare position that we've seen, the first time he's actually been on the defensive in 3 games. He's going to be the one who's going to be taking hits right now from this circling Mutalisk pack. No wall off, no sentry there to put down a force field, and the Mutalisks come in and take out that photon cannon, leaving really nothing for Super here to take out to defend with.
Core for a photon overcharge.
Yeah, so he's 80 supply down, and I think this might be the end of Super for the first time in this series.
Yeah, he put in a good run here. He's taken a good amount of games off of the Acer team.
Absolutely. If they do win this match, then he will be the MVP, and at GSL that would mean that he gets a little interview after the GSTL, and there it is, the good game.
There it is, the WW from the Korean player.
Yep, that's what their keyboards do for the G sound. Anyway, that'll be the end of it as we watch a couple of Mutalisks kill off the last buildings at the front of his natural. Nerchio taking game 4 and the first win for Team Acer. We'll be jumping into game 5 on Akalon Flats. From Chaotic TV, I am KO.
And this is Clips.
And we'll see you in game 5.